Record today's Chumash with Rashi, God willing, believe netter, the Monday portion of Parshas Shoftim, chapter 17, verse 14, Parak Yud Zayin, Pasuk Yud Daled. As always, learning to bind ourselves to God, a pleasure, God, hasten redemption. What do you call an alligator to best? He's an investigator. And let's give the Rebbe some machas and further his machas. Yisav al ha'aretz asher Hashem Elokecha nosen lecha. When you come into the land which Hashem your God will give you, V'yishta v'shafta, and you'll settle in it. V'amarta asima alai melech, and you'll want a king. K'kol hagoyim asher zivulosai, like all the nations around you. Like Rabbi Gordon of Blessed Memory said, that we want royal weddings, we want palaces, all that stuff. He says it's nice. I don't know if it's nice. He says it's nice. And the Rebbe says many times in Nun Aleph and Nun Beis, we could have eternal life in these bodies. We just have to see the face of Mashiach. And what I found that means in print word for word means memorize Mishnayos and say it in the streets and learn about Mashiach, learn about the redemption. So that changes your whole worldview and makes you a vessel for the ultimate redemption. And the ultimate redemption, the world will still be here, but it'll be a vessel for the infinite God. So how do you see that you naturally become more and more a vessel for the infinite? Through learning. As your mind changes, you become a vessel for more and more type of things, and as you learn more and more godliness, you become a vessel for greater and greater levels of godliness. And Mishnah is Loshen Neshama, so those things go together. See if there's any Rashi. No Rashi. Tes Zayin, Tes Vav, Sum Tasim Alecha Melech. Go ahead, take a king. Sheyivchar Hashem Lechecha, the one Hashem your God chooses. Bo Meker V'checha, from amongst your brothers. Tasim Alecha Melech. Go ahead. Osucha L'seis Alecha Ish Nachri, but not a non-Jew. Asher Lo Hichu, anyone who's not your brother. Also no Rashi. Tes Zayin. Rakal Yibra Susin, king can't have too many horses. Lo Yoshiv Esam Mitzrayim, and he can't take the people back to Egypt. Hashem's whole thing is about taking us out of Egypt, out of our boundaries, out of limitation. The king can't take us into limitation. Aman Harbo Sus, to get more horses. That's one reason a person might want more wealth, more ludity, so I'll head back. No, can't do that. But Hashem because Hashem said, never go back. Let's just make sure we said the previous pasuk in the right way. Alright, Rashi, what does it mean too many horses? He has to have enough for his army. There's a lot of horses in Egypt. Merkeva, like Shlomo said, there's a lot of horses. Yud Zayin, v'lo yivelo nashim, not too many wives, v'lo sur levavel, and he shouldn't turn his heart, but kesef zav to gold and silver, v'lo yivelo moed. See if those. He shouldn't have too many wives, so his heart doesn't turn astray. Apparently, a wife can turn his heart astray. That's what happened to Shlomo Melech, the wisest of all men. And he shouldn't have too much money either. Let's see what it means. Don't have too many wives. He can only have 18 wives. That's it. Because David had 6. And the verse says he could have had 18. But he has to have enough for his army. Enough gold and silver for his army. When he's sitting on his throne, write a second Torah. Hazos, say from Mifnei Konim Levim, and write it before the. And he should copy it. That's how they have it translated in Hayinu, from what's in front of the priests and Levim. It sounded like you should write it in front of them, but that did sound a little strange. So apparently there's an authoritative Torah scroll by the priests and Levim, and he should copy from that. Rashi, V'hayki Shafto, Imasu Cain. If he does this, if he writes the Torah scroll, so he'll have a long kingship. This Mishnah Torah. What does it mean a second Torah? Shtei for Torah. He needs two. Actually, he went over his base Ganaz of one kind of stashed away in the house. One that takes with him on the road. Uncle Sever runs a little different. He has to have a copy. It comes out the same in the sense that he has to be saying Torah all the time. He has to be copying it, uttering it all the time. A little bit different there. Yites v'haisa imo. He has to have it with him. V'kar imo kol yimechav, and read it all the time. L'man yivod yiras Hashem. So learn to fear Hashem. Alakav, his God, his personal God. Yishmor kol adivrei Torah zos, to keep the whole Torah. V'asuhukim ha'ela l'soyisam, and to do all the statutes. Divrei Torah k'mashmu, like it sounds. Pasuk Levilti Ram Levavo Me'achav, and he shouldn't raise his heart over his brothers. Being the king, it's easy to get haughty and get carried away. He has to know he's just a Jew like anyone else. Levilti Sorman Mitzvah Yamni Small, not to turn from mitzvah right or left. He's not too great for mitzvahs. Leman Yarik Yamin Wahakto, so he'll have a long kingship. Who will want to be care of Yisrael? He and his sons. This Sorman a mitzvah, Filu Mitzvah Kalash and Nabi, not to mess around with any mitzvahs. Rashi says. Leman Yarik Yamin, to have long days. Makalahin Atishmaylah became a sin with Shol. famous principle in Torah, from the positive you can learn out the opposite. So if he does what he's supposed to do, he'll have a very long kingship. But we see vice versa by Shaul. Shmuel told him to wait 7 days. He did wait 7 days, but not the whole day. And he didn't wait for Shmuel. And Shmuel said, you messed up. And your kingship won't last. Just because he didn't quite exactly keep the prophet's words, his kingship was taken from him. If his son is appropriate for kingship, he should come first. And that concludes today's very short portion. And we learned about the Jewish king. We also have kings, but Jewish king's different than a non-Jewish king. He's not a dictator. He's only there because the people want him. He's there to attach them to God. He has to be the most nullified person of all. He's nullified to God, he's nullified to the people, and hopefully through his nullification, he can connect them. Can't have too many horses, can't have too many wives. Apparently a wife can lead one's heart astray, so he has to stay on track. Can't have too much cash, just enough to run his army. And he has to learn Torah all the time, so fear God and not get a haughty heart and think lowly of his brothers, put himself over them, and make sure he stays in the right place. All right, shikha.